Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Switch.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ricky. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Mostert trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Mostert. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision of Goodwin, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Josh Adams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 70 ending. Walk tight. Tight end rock.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready? 30 base. Greystone, Travis. You ain't going nowhere. Shift. Ready?
Now Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to get it to Clay that time. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's a 2nd and 7. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. On first down, Evans. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not the best of throws that time from the rookie QB.
And now he'll need the support from the home crowd and the hometown fans because they know they've got a gem here. They know they've got a good player, but there will be mistakes along the way. They will have to show some patience in order to help him along.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, defense.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, check 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen right here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 52. Alert 3, alert 3. Go, go. What?
This is Mostert. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This one fielded at the 5. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Check 13. Check 13.
And they will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's Coleman here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Michel, and across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Sony Michel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2 times.
2nd and 6. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquis Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Brought down by Nate Gary. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
On the ground, this is Michel. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They'll look to throw here. But he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. And going was able to put it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Right. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Watch 36 to Mike.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch 36 to Mike. Okay.
They're going to look to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 36 to Mike. Drop deep.
They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, guys.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Send the ending. Mike. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, it's Michelle, and an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.